Hello there once again, all you wonderful, lovely Suzuki Gorilla-san, aka Lynn, and let me welcome you back to another episode of Digimon ReArise. Oh, and the last one, Herissmon Digivolved, and we took out Skull Greymon thanks to Agumon Digivolving into Metal Greymon, so there was like no point for anybody else to be there. Other than that, we got crappy summons, except we finally got the X-Antibody Jessmon, and that was really all I took away from that last episode. New items in stock. Oh yeah, cause now Omnimon or Omegamon in Japan, he has an X-Antibody, and now he's out here. I get it. You don't say. Now, do you just mean like the normal underworld or the harder, bullshitty one? Ah, frick. Okay, what kind of challenges do we got? Sorry, I'm probably going to be a little less chatty and less upbeat. It's hot as hell up here. I want to see, even with the AC thing running, it's like 80, 85. It's hot as hell, man. Late June challenge is gone. Underworld milestone challenge gone. But now I have all this. Clear a floor in the underworld one time and blow. 12 times. I'm on level 100. This seems very unfair. And normal stuff. Okay. These shouldn't be hard to get. Nah. But that's no over here. I can Digivolve. I can Digivolve him at least. Still can't you? You frickin' tease. I Digivolve the poop. I just have to get his level up. Him? I just have to. I could probably level him up real quick. So I had 13 of these? Honestly thought there was a few more I had. But yeah, let's Digivolve him. Into Mega! Super Ultra Mega Chicken. Jeez, why is it hot today? But I got me chalky milk, so I'm okay. And he too is a royal knight. So yeah, super crazy awesome. How much more? His HP tips into 6,000, his power 5,000. Ooh, nice. Yeah, he's looking to probably replace my lead. And by that I mean like partner Digimon. But let me level up Magna Angemon and we'll Digivolve him. So we'll be right back. Yeah, it decided to do this again. Dun, 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 dun. That took forever to load and interrupted my progress. Thank you, Omnimon. Seriously, why did we change his name like that? Seemed a little odd. But yeah, still not done. Be right back. Just didn't want you guys to miss the cutscene. Okay, so I got him there, but now I'm low on bits. However, we can just get bits in story, so we can do that later on. If we're feeling up to it. So, let's just get on with the story, and we can go all about the hullabaloo. Alright. Lopmon and the alluring aroma. Our requirements. Oh yeah. He is gonna die. Oh yeah. He definitely earned that partner status. And he's almost stronger than Dynasmon. Almost. It's getting there. I don't know how much of a difference their power would be if I got them both to 100. I would need so many more chips.
Huh? Hey. That okay?
Stop that! I'm ticklish!
Okay, was it just me, or did Lopmon have a different voice when it asked,
What?
when it first showed up? Now all of a sudden it's got this kitty voice.
Oh, jeez.
Sure.
Lopmon!
I doubt that was my cell phone, but go, what up?
Thanks.
Oh, look who de-digivolved so far back.
Okay, I got it.
They didn't even change his voice from when he was Agumon.
Something's up with this black water. Huh?
I am the Demon Lord, and I will crush you.
I'm Lopmon.
JK,
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm just a dork. Ignore me.
That's a problem.
Leave it to me.
Sorry, we're closed.
Huh?
So, babysitting? Or is this what we're gonna call an escort mission? Go, my team of awesome killers. Oh, before that, in case you get this game and you were like me and had no idea that you can, as you can see in the corner, you can automatically have them do their main and sub attacks, and you can increase the speed. However, only when you're in a battle like this, or battles in general. If you go to settings here, you could set it up so that it automatically does specials. I had no idea you could do that. It is such a time saver now. Just wanted to share that. And commit all the murders, my super strong Digimon. Ah, more rubies. Oh, looks like we're in for a clash battle. Hell yeah. Don't be fooled by that. By him being like super powerful and whatnot. Because that all delete thing, it's a move. It's not like he himself has that thing and he has to unlock it himself. The move itself is... The move itself, yeah, it's super powerful, and if it were to hit the wrong thing, he could probably end up destroying all of existence into the digital world, but it's the move and not exactly him. It's not like Omnimon X Antibody actually is so powerful that he has the capabilities of destroying the digital world. It's just this specific move when he's in a certain mode. I should look that up. Just in case I am being a dum-dum. I don't think I am. Oh yeah, got hit with several of these while off camera. Been trying to ignore most of it. Let's see. Omnimon X. My bad. A Holy Knight Digimon and carry the X antibody. It is one of the Royal Knights. Yeah. This pretty much was all explained before. Okay. Because it is acquired the Omega in Force, Ultimate Force Switch in battle. Usually read hit. Yeah, that's all delete. Invoke the ability from the gray sword so that anything that comes in contact with its edge is not cut but erased. Ah, come on. Any other detail you want to give me? Of course you didn't want to go into further detail. Dang you, Digimon Wiki! You have failed me for the last time, Digimon Wiki. Oh my... Really? Are we going into another clash battle or is this a video? Okay, it's just a cutscene. I'm like, damn, that was quick.
Cool.
How'd we get here? How did we get into a Digipoint? The frack?
Alright.
Hooray! Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh,
Don't tell me the clash battle interrupted a cutscene or something.
oh.
Okay. What were you looking for?
Right.
Okay, so... Are you looking for your twin Terriermon?
Spirals!
Huh?
Right. Oh,
Oh my god, Lopmon is a nice guy.
yeah.
Either that or he's white knighting. I don't know. Superb mood. Yeah, they're all that. All that in a bag of chips. Oh, let's see. I could just read off random Digimon things. Digimon lore is always interesting. Da, 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 da. Have to get into it though. But where to start? Probably can start with Digimon God. Hold up! How'd I miss not? Oh hell no, I'm going back in. See you in a moment. And then I'll pull up a topic that'll make this a little easier. There we go. I needed to defeat the little boss dude with a main skill. My babies apparently didn't do that. Alright. According to the Digi Fandom Wiki, God is an immensely powerful being of ultimate goodness and infinite love that created the digital world and its laws and is possibly human. Well, considering the digital world didn't exist until the creation of the first computers in the timeline, then yeah. Shit, when did that even happen? I remember looking that up and I have lost that to memory. It resides within the digital world's central kernel, which is protected by the Celestial Digimon and the rest of the Angel Digimon. The Celestial Digimon, Seraphimon, Cherubimon, and Ovonimon, were given the duty to execute God's enlightened laws, guard its wisdom, and impart its love and mercy, respectively. Airdramon is said to be close to God. It's a basic champion-level dragon-looking Digimon. It's actually pretty cool. It's a shame it's kind of low level. And Angel Digimon are positioned near it, with Seraphimon the closest of them all. But because of that extreme, they can easily fall into the opposite extreme of wickedness. In fact, Lucimon and Daemon, while still a Seraphimon, instigated a failed rebellion against God alongside many other Demon Lord Digimon, and were deleted to the Dark Area as punishment. Bargamon, one of the Demon Lords who took part, rebelled in rejection of what it saw as the unreasonable justice of the world that God had constructed, and so had the right side of its body ripped away as punishment. Although Bargamon would be forgiven if it repented before God, it refused to submit, and instead seeks to replace God's justice with his own new justice, and purpose of which is to and the purpose of which is to banish God. Kid show! Although there are many God, Man, God, Beast, Evil God, and Demon God type Digimon, only the Digimon Sovereigns, King Dristle, and Homeostasis are ever identified as God. Let's see. Superb mood. Okay, we're good. Demon Castle was once the home of the god of Digimon, who had built the digital world and ruled over it. Although he is depicted with a humanoid form, God hated interference from humans and sealed the castle from them. However, in case a situation arose that could not be solved by the Digimon themselves, God left the 5 V-Tamer tags scattered across the Folder continent, and made them so that monsters could not touch them directly. The seal on his castle still remains despite God having left the continent, so Magna Angemon sends Tai, Zerumaru, and Gabu to retrieve them, the 5 trials. When does this take place? Oh, Digimon Adventure V-Tamer 01. I believe that was a manga. On to Adventure. Let's see. Mentions of God in the series is now. On August 3rd, 1999, Homeostasis denies being the god of the digital world, the ultimate clash. Digimon Adventure tried. Despite this, 6 years later, Maki Himekawa claims it is in confession. Homeostasis is kind of an asshole. Like, it's better than King Drasil, but I don't know, it's capable of possessing humans. And that's never good. Digimon World 3. This one is a video game. Herissmon vows to the Digimon god to not lose when challenged by Junior at Protocol Ruins. Clear with an ultimate and a sub-skill. After being defeated, Herissmon states their gods will be with Junior. Well, that's a little confusing. Herissmon vows to the Digimon god, singular, and then says that their gods will be with Junior, plural? I'm being given mixed signals here. Alright, Digimon World, re-digitized, decoded. A Tokamon in Primary Village tells Taiga it can hear God's voice. Warp digivolves to Magna Angemon and then leaves on a journey to find God. Let's see. Digimon ReArise. Hey, that's what we're playing. Fangolagamon. I know I could probably say that better. Fangolangmon. There we go. Is the god of the digital world. In Clash Battle. Clash Battle. Alphamon. Or Yuken. Oh. That's some crazy type stuff. Ah, dang it, I didn't use the sub skill. Alright, be right back. Much better. Alright. Since I talked about Digimon God, might as well continue with the 2 other entities that represent Digimon God. King Drisel, or King Drasil. However, it is wished to be pronounced. Damn it, it's a story thing. Probably shouldn't talk over this. Fine. I shall hold my tongue for a momentato.
I don't know. Darn.
That's a problem.
Let's see.
Wonderful!
Leave it to me.
How?
Oh dear.
What? Okay.
I swear, if this Lopmon at any point says "Milady," I'm going to have a freak out.
Hey.
Lotmon's a dick! But we got gems. Let's see. The main skill. Alright. King Drisile, Drisel, Drasil, however you want to say it. This is a bit hard to explain. Because it's got a typing, yet it's not a normal thing. Let's see. King Drisel is a 9000 type Digimon. God dang story.
Hey.
Trying to go into lore and shit.
Ah, okay. Blazing ice. Uh-oh. Boom. Hey. Leave it to me. Yeah.
Stop!
Huh? Huh?
Hey.
I thought that's what they were doing. You didn't need to stop them from continuing forward just to say, you should watch each other's backs, you know that? Da 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 da.
We did it! Yeah.
Wonderful!
No. Batman! Oh,
Can I continue? Probably. King Drisel is a 9000 type Digimon. I still don't know what that means. It is the mysterious host computer who rules over all of the digital world on one server of the network. Its primary form is that of a server tree. And if I remember... Yeah, Yggdrasil. Like the world tree from Norse mythology. An enormous sacred tree. Bargramon replaced its lost eye and right half of its body taken from it by God with wood cut from the sacred tree. It has created an avatar in the form of King Drisil underscore 7D6. Not 76, 7 capital D and then a 6. Whose body has many unidentified details. Oh, son of a bipple, they did it again. Alright, I'll continue in a second. There we go, much better. Ah, look at that, so much. Shakamon is rumored to be the being closest to King Drisel in the digital world. It gathered the royal knights in order to manage the world, and it seems that it is... Seems that my tongue get tied over easy shit to say. And it seems that its will eventually lead the Royal Knights to cross servers to the digital world Iliad server and meet the Olympos 12 face to face. I'm not entirely sure why the Royal Knights would have beef with essentially the Olympian gods in Digimon form, but you know, that's what it apparently does. King Drisel's design showcased in Digital Monster X Evolution is a pristine crystalline sphere on a similarly formed Pilnith. The server tree's design is derived from the mythological Yggdrasil, an immeasurably large tree which supported the various worlds in Norse mythology. Let's see. Although it resembles a mundane tree, the ivy growing over it are optical cables. Its wooden trunk is inlaid with circuitry, and it contains chambers for the royal knights to gather. Several of King Dreisel's crystals act as its security system and possesses the ability to fire beams of energy or absorb and reflect attacks. King Dreisel's _7D6 design is that of formless crystalline being with countless ivy-like vines growing from it as on the server tree. However, it's got other forms. Let's see. Norn's design is derived from the mythological Norns, with her bound outfit being based on gothic Lolita fashion. Yeah, for some reason King Dreisel has a anime waifu design as one of the forms it can take. Fashion, while her freed outfit is based on a magical girl fashion with details drawn from King Dreisel's _7D6's design. It's weird. Alright, I gotta use a main skill. Let's see. Can I find... Let's see. The name of the main avatar, King Dreisel _7D6, is derived from the hexadimensional representation of 2006, the year of its debut. Its alias as the Wiz 9000 computer and its 9000 type are derived from the Wiz Company Limited, who developed the Tamagotchi. And Digimon Virtual Pet Bandai, the server tree's name is derived from its status as the Digital World server. Makes a lot of sense. Digital Monster X Evolution. Alright. The original Digital World was cultivated and populated with Digimon by King Dreisel. However, the continuous multiplication of Digimon left the computer unable to handle the data load, resulting in an apocalyptic event known as the Digital Hazard. God dang it, how do I... And I got a clash battle, so I will continue with the lore and this in a moment. But now stuff is picking up in the lore, so be right back. Alrighty, got the 3-star. Moving on. Blunk. We were at the Digital Hazard. Let's see if there's a... Okay, we got time to keep going. Of course, there's going to be a story pop up here too. But yeah, we can continue. Alright. However, the continuous multiplication of Digimon left the computer unable to handle the data load, resulting in the apocalyptic event known as the Digital Hazard that saw the digital world begin to collapse.
Herissmon.
Damn it, I'm at a cool part of the lore!
No.
Time for a break.
All right.
Are you kidding me?
Huh?
Yeah. Sure. Hmm.
That wasn't funny! Alright, Digital World began to collapse. King Dreisel initiates Project Arc, handpicking a small number of Digimon to survive the catastrophe and transplanting them into a new digital world it created. However, Digimon who survived the death of the old world by the way... some Digimon survived the death of the old world by the way of the mysterious X antibody appear in the new digital world, disrupting King Dreisel's plans. In order to move Project Arc into the second phase, the complete extermination of the digital world and all Digimon life, King Dryzel creates an experimental being, Dorumon, from whose data it created a vast army of Dexdorugreymon as well as its personal protector, Dexdorugorumon, who later becomes Dexmon. Whew, damn, this guy has a lot of shit to say. Discovering King Dryzel's true intentions, the Royal Knight Gallantmon turns on it, and after becoming an ex-Digimon himself, sends Dorumon to his comrade Omnimon and Magnamon in an attempt to bring an end to the fighting. Ah man, I missed... How do I keep screwing that up? Oh well, you guys can see this, I'm into reading it. In the Royal Knight Stronghold, Dorumon is revealed to be Alphamon, the legendary leader of the Royal Knights. Dun 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 dun! This information is enough to convince Omnimon to face King Dryzel, and he goes with Alphamon to seek counsel with his master, defeating Dexdorugomon and Dexmon, who bar their way. As this is happening, King Dryzel initiates the second phase of Project Arc, and the digital world begins to die as the Dexdorugreymon... Alright, it was a sub-skill. Sorry, I completely forgotten. As the Dexdorugreymon sweep across it, reality crumbling in its wake. Not exactly a good thing. To stop the computer's scheme, Omnimon, transformed by Alphamon's ex-antibody, strikes down his master with his all-delete attack, destroying King Dryzel and allowing the digital world to be reborn. Later, Omnimon and Gallantmon speculate on King Dryzel's intention. For all that it has done, its reasons remain unclear in both knights, but in the end, Gallantmon believes that King Dryzel was, just as all Digimon were, fighting against its own inevitable destruction. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. King Dryzel's got... It's got an article in Data Squad, Adventure, Chronicle, Digimon Chronicle X, Digimon Next, and Digimon World Dusk and Dawn. Still want to get those. Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory, Digimon World Next Order, Digimon Heroes, and Digimon Master. Well, with that one taken out, we can go on to Homeostasis, who takes on the role Drizzle left behind when, they had to take him down. Let's see. Dang, all these Loki advertisements popping up on my phone. Sweet, we won. God dang pop-up windows! I do not want to see your 15-second ad for bullshit. Can't skip it. I still have a bunch of points, and for some reason the internet is lagging so bad I can't get into the shop to spend them for the moment. I don't think there's any eggs left, so I'm just gonna, go about getting plugins, trying to make it better. Alright, let's see. Homeostasis is a digital life form and one of the host computers who rules over the digital world on a server of the network. You don't say! Clear with an ultimate animega? This sounds like a job for Team 2. Oh yeah, that works. Let's see, history. In Digimon Adventure, Homeostasis is left unnamed and denies that it is the god of the digital world. It possesses Kari in order to communicate with the Digidestin and end the quarrel between Tai and Matt. I'm using the English names because that's what I'm used to. I know the Japanese names are in front of me of Taichi and Yamamoto, or Yamato, but it's like, I don't know those. So it just gets confusing, so I'm just using the English dub. It explains that when Piedmon attempted to take the Digi-Eggs, the Digivices, tags, and crests created by the agents, Genai escaped with the Digi-Eggs and Digivices. Episode The Ultimate Clash. Digimon Adventure Try. When the original Digidestin are losing to the Dark Masters, Homeostasis possesses Makai Himekawa and tells them they are the last hope. It then proceeds to use Maki's device to make their partner Digimon digivolve into the harmonious ones. Loss. Oh yeah, that's the start of the Digimon and Adventure timeline, basically. Years later, in 2005, Homeostasis possesses Kari again to speak with the Digimon about the human world and digital world and the reboot. Confession. Dun dun dun. During the battle to stop both, I'm probably gonna mess this up because I didn't see Try yet. I haven't gotten it, which is silly because I have Last Evolution. But yeah, during the battle to stop both Ragulmon and Jessmon. You mean the guy I just got? Mega and Superb Mood. Cool. Homeostasis possesses Kari once more and demanded the Digidestin to not interfere during the battle or they will be destroyed, as she was the one that sent Jessmon to destroy Ragulmon. I'm probably still mispronouncing that Digimon's name in the first place. She then explains her actions are justified to maintain harmony and balance no matter the sacrificial costs. Hearing this, Kari starts to fight for control of her body from within, telling off Homeostasis and their actions as overall selfish. Unable to maintain possession of Kari's body, Homeostasis depart, telling the Digidestin to lay aside their views of friendship, which conflicts with the bigger agenda of coexistence. Let's see. And last part of that is after Ordenimon is killed by Omnimon Merciful Mode, Homeostasis shuts down King Dreisel, I guess permanently in future. Moving on to Digimon Cross Wars manga. In the past, Yggdrasil had gone berserk and attempted to destroy the human world in an attempt to protect the digital world. Makes sense, but you're not going to get new content for your digital world. Homeostasis was created to replace it as the host computer and god of the digital world, and was intended to prioritize maintaining harmony across the two worlds. Makes sense. Much later, Bargramon questioned Homeostasis about the world's justice, and eventually fell from grace entirely. Homeostasis scourged the rebellious angel's body and cast it out of the kernel. And that's why he'll never get his finger-licking chicken back. I'm being silly, but yeah, I don't know what the kernel is. I'll have to look that up. But it's story time again, so back to being a little silent. I'll get back to the talkings. This stuff is getting good. I think I'll end up doing this in every episode at this point. I'll go into more deeper Digimon lore.
Thanks.
Right.
It's called tea?
Oh, you like coffee, do you?
Oh, it's coffee.
Yeah.
Oh god, you're gonna get that poor thing hopped up on caffeine?
Hey.
Oh my god, imagine what it would be like if you gave Lopmon a Red Bull.
Huh?
Mixed with a 5-hour energy.
Hmm. Hmm.
Cool.
What?
Huh?
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun.
Spirals.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't be rude, Lopmon. She told you it was called coffee.
Leave it to me.
I called it being a Terrormon.
Huh? Yeah.
Let's do this. Hey,
Chihiro!
Chihiro, you haven't been fighting. All you even said you do is stand on the sidelines and cheer. I'm gonna tell you to wait. You should listen to me because I have experience fighting. Get off my back, woman. Alright, superb move. Finish in under 3 minutes. This is fine. Alright. Back to casting him out of the kernel. Da-da-da. At some point, Homeostasis made a prophecy regarding the red and black dragon, who would destroy the digital world based on its conclusions from carefully observing the digital world. This prophecy was pursued by the Royal Knights, who originally thought that the dragon was a member of the 7 Great Demon Lords, but it was eventually revealed to be Zed Millenniumon, created from Axonitemon and Millenniumon through Bargermon's machinations. Alright, Digimon World Redigitize Decode. Homeostasis possesses Kari to talk to Tai. It uses I assume it's Tai, but it says Taiga. It uses Taiga's battle with Kari to see if Taiga was the light to save the digital world, deciding he does after Taiga defeats her. Nothing like choosing your savior of the world by having him beat up his little sister. Totally makes sense. But that's all that's there for homeostasis. Let's see what the hell the kernel is. Away! I don't care about your ads for the Loki show. Go away. I hope they bring up the weird time he got fucked by a horse and gave birth to a horse. That'll make people feel really interesting. Alright. The kernel is both the digital world's core and the domain of its god. It is the 3 celestial Digimon's primary duty to defend the kernel. Ralzamon possesses the mysterious power to foresee everything in the world from the kernel. It is said that it knows all about events throughout the digital world and has gained a divine amount of knowledge from that power. Alright, talking about
La la. Bunny blast.
Momentai, motherfucker.
What? Oh, jeez. Lockmon!
Wait,
Hey!
is that the same Terriermon from Tamers?
Cool.
oh dear. Sure.
What?
Huh?
Come on, let Terriermon talk. I want to hear this.
Uh-oh. I'm not bothered one bit. Bunny blast!
I think it might be.
What? What? Uh-oh! Herissmon, Digivolve too?
Yeah, I think that might be the same actor. Good on you. Sonic if he hits the gym for once in his life.
Let's give it a shot. Terriermon.
Sure thing.
Stop. Chihiro. But
Let's do this.
Carrier tornado.
Herissmon!
Chihiro!
Alright.
Stop talking and go save the little bunny. Okay. Back to the lore. Digimon Chronicle X. When the Celestial Digimon join the Royal Knights in their fight against the 7 Great Demon Lords, Seraphimon stays behind to protect Colonel. Digimon ReArise. Oh? I did not know we'd be getting in here. Honestly. Very interested now. Let's see. Herissmon is able to see the future, witness all the events of the digital world due to the power imbued to it by the kernel, the embodiment of counterattacks, Armageddonmon Raid Clash Battle. Great notes. Alright. Let's see. We keep talking about them. We could just go on. I could probably save the Royal Knights for the next video. I don't know how long Celestial Digimon would be. Surely can't be too long. Oh yeah, we can talk about it to them. It's just Seraphimon, Cherubimon, and Ophanimon. The 3 Archangels are a group of mega-level angel Digimon that are derived from the 3 highest orders of angels. Main skills. Damn it, I gotta pay. Derived from the 3 highest angelic choirs of the Christian angelic hierarchy, developed by Pseudo Dionysus the Alright. Okay. It is said that Lucimon's abilities were split among them. Their primary duty is to protect the digital world's central kernel, the domain of its god, though each of them has a unique secondary duty because of the extreme of being positioned near the ultimate goodness. Just line those up real quick. They each have another side that easily dyes their body with the other extreme of wickedness. Let's see. Daemon is said to be a fallen Seraphimon. Lilithmon and Ophanimon, fallen down mode, are fallen Ophanimon. And Cherubimon, evil, is a fallen Cherubimon good. Kind of obvious. There's also Shadow Seraphimon. And the Cherubimons, both of their versions have an X antibody version. And Ophanimon has an X antibody version too. I don't see one for Seraphimon, so sucks to be him, bro. Let's see. Probably a little movie. I'll wait to go into further detail until after that. And then we'll finish off the episode with some lore and getting our own Seraphimon. It actually rounds it out rather nicely.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get your own filler arc in Digivolve. Aww.
Ah, okay. Lockmon! Terriermon! Wow! Oh!
Okay.
How would you know if he's happy? He's got this permanent grumpy cat face.
Hooray! Woo!
I am not paying for all of them to eat.
I'm so full.
Hey.
Terriermon just gives no fucks.
I wanna play some more. So long. I hate bitter things.
Oh dear.
Chihiro!
All right. From today, you're my new mascot.
What?
Overload. Data overload. Restarting. Data acquired. Resuming analysis. Commence release. That was not the voice I wanted to give that. Ah, looks like she gets her Pumpkinmon in the next episode. God, Leomon looks so weird just standing there. Oh, and Leomon gets to Digivolve. We're just moving on into ultimate status real quick. That's good. That's good. That is true. Herissmon. I'm able to finally evolve Philemon, or Philmon, however the hell they want to pronounce that, at 16. So, yeah, this makes sense. Alrighty. Back to the lore. The three celestial Digimon were the ones who took up the task of keeping the digital world safe after Lucemon was defeated by the 10 legendary warriors. The warriors entrusted their spirits to the three of them. Bonk. Wind and light to Seraphimon, flame, thunder, and ice to Ophanimon, and darkness, steel, wood, water, and earth to Cherubimon. It just seems like they didn't really give a shit with Seraphimon. Here's two of them, you're fine. Let's see. However, Cherubimon, corrupted by Lucemon, believed that Ophanimon and Seraphimon were plotting against him, as well as the beast types. So he led his followers against them. Seraphimon was defeated by Cherubimon in a surprise strike, and Ophanimon surrendered to protect him. They were both sealed away, and Seraphimon... They were both sealed away, Seraphimon in the ceiling of his castle at the Forest Terminal, and Ophanimon in the light barrier in Cherubimon's castle at Rose Morningstar. A lot of biblical references. And as you can see on his waist, the crest of hope symbol is there. Yeah. And an inverted... that weird spot just under the crest of hope. That's like an inverted mark of evil, which only the wicked Digimon have. I could give you an example. Something with the mark of evil. I'd have to pop up. Something with the mark of evil. Give me champion. Where is my... yeah. The symbol on his chest is the mark of evil. That traditional bat symbol. Only the most vile Digimon from the digital heck get that symbol. But okay, let's continue with lore. How far does... well, it's at 60. He might be stronger if I level him up. Maybe. Just maybe. When will I evolve you? But let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any summons right now. can't think of anything right now, so we can go to Battle Park and I can continue reading as we do this. Ofanimon calls the Digidestined to the digital world to oppose Cherubimon. While Seraphimon is defeated, but eventually begins to travel with the children as Patamon. Let's see. Yeah, I should be able to do... I want to say that one's a maybe. I'm going to give myself a maybe on that one. Later on, the Yellow Moon, all three are reunited in their rookie forms and provide support in the final confrontation with Lucimon. The Celestial Digimon remain in the digital world once the fight is over, thankful for the effort of the humans who saved their world. In the last Holy Species quest, a group called the Celestial Angels containing a Seraphimon asked the player to help train them in teamwork. Was that one in? Oh, that was Digimon World Dusk and Dawn. Digimon Heroes. Ofanimon is one of the Celestial Digimon. In the opening, she fights Shadow Seraphimon and is then compressed by Cherubimon until the latter is slain by Omnimon. Shadow Seraphimon is one of the Celestial Digimons. In the opening, he fights Ofanimon and is slain by Gallantmon. Cherubimon is one of the Celestial Digimon. In the opening, he compresses Ofanimon before being slain by Omnimon. Digimon World Next Order. Cherubimon is one of the Celestial Digimon. Cherubimon felt the presence of a dark being, Belphamon's sleep mode, in the Absolute Zero's concealed gorge, but didn't approach it out of fear of being corrupted. When approached by the hero in the Icy Hall, Cherubimon asks them to take the Dark Digimon out. After Belphamon's defeat, the Cherubimon joins the Floatia. I have no idea how that's pronounced. Let's see. Should be fine, I hope. It's quite a few of them in there. After Belphamon's defeat, Cherubimon joins the Floatia. Cherubimon joins the item shop and sells ultimate level Digimon crystals. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Ofanimon hires Kizuke Masawa to help her as I'm guessing that is Cherubimon in its Japanese name of Kuripimon. And Seraphimon are fighting and she doesn't know why. Upon getting to the two fighting angels, Kisuke learns that they are fighting as they both want to marry Ofanimon, but only one of them can. They then decide that the only one... Fuck! I cannot read the sentence. They then decide that that's because there's a missing word there. They then decide that the one who defeats the human deserves her, though both lose to Kizuke. They then decide they will need to train for a rematch with the human so that they can one day be the suitor for Ofanimon. Ofanimon learns of this and uses it to her advantage to have them both behave, then fixes the area the two destroyed. After they agree to stop fighting, as Ofanimon doesn't like it, the three leave. Later on, Ofanimon warns Kisuke that he needs to look out as they both plan to defeat him one day to prove who should get to marry her. They be simpin'! Digimon Chronicle X. Alright. Well, I went down in several places. What the hell? During Kota Domato, Alphamon, Yujimusha, Horanimon, Omnimon X, and Gallantmon X travels across the digital world to try to stop the discrimination against the X antibody Digimon, again, children's cartoon. The Celestial Digimon are some of the Digimon the group befriend. During the battles between the Royal Knights and the 7 Grey Demon Lords, the group are able to sense that the Demon Lords had been causing trouble, so they round up all of the friends they had made during their travels and join the battle, although Seraphimon stays behind in the kernel. to protect it, obviously. The power convened by the boys. That's weird. I guess that's why he doesn't get an X antibodies, because he wasn't there. As Dynasmon X fights against the Cherubimon Evil X mode, Ophanimon Fallen Down Mode X, who had been summoned by Lucimon X, Ophanimon X, and Cherubimon Good X, arrived to help out the Royal Knights. Take a shot every time I say X. And then fight against their evil counterparts, which allows Dynasmon to help Magnamon X in its fight against Beelzemon X. Alright, Digimon ReArise. Ophanimon is one of the... This is probably the end of it, because Digimon ReArise usually ends up at the end. Ophanimon is one of the 3 archangels. It governs over love and benevolence, and has a lot of light power. Though, as an angel Digimon, it is very unstable, and will mode change to Ophanimon Fallen Down mode when overcome with conflict. Let's see. It has Anjawoman, Peckmon, and Toy Agumon as followers who will do anything to protect their master's beliefs. At Christmas time, Ophanimon forces other Digimon to go along with its idea of holiday spirit. This concerns Seravimon and Cherubimon, causing them to travel to the human world via a digital point to ask the Tamers for help. What the Okay. When they try to go to Ophanimon to talk it out, Ophanimon's followers get in the way, and the angels have the Tamers fight them, not wanting to harm them. After defeating them, Ophanimon comes to their aid, though its fellow angels and the Tamers are able to convince it that there is more than one way to show love. As thanks for being able to convince Ophanimon, the angels use their power to make it snow, and everyone celebrates a white Christmas together. Months later, then a large amount of digital points open in the human world. Oh god. Katuramon tells Ophanimon about its plan to use one of the 4 holy beast digicores to open up a distortion and have all the spiral be affected to one point so that they could defeat all the spiral at the same time. Stuffing all your eggs into one basket. Don't do that. Okay. Dang it, I could have easily joined that. Alright, Katuramon had wanted to do this plan with other Deva. Oh god, not the freaking Devas. We'll talk about them in a later episode. This is already pretty long. But they did not agree to the fact that the distortion causes problems to the digital and human world, and that it only works in the past worked in the past because the 4 holy beasts had used their power to mitigate the damage. I.e. see Season 3 Digimon-Tamers, and you'll understand. Also, be ready to be freaked out by D-Reaper possessed Jerry. Let's see. Use their to migrate the powers, and we're no longer around. Wanting to help save the digital world, Ophanimon agrees to Katuramon's plans, uses another Digicore to gain more power, and travels around clearing out the digital points, with humans noticing its shadow. As it clears them out, it causes an urban legend that if you see the angel shadow, you will get good luck, causing many people to try and find the shadow, including Michi and Sarah. Who was Sarah again? I don't remember. The duo are eventually able to find the source of the shadow, learning that it belongs to Ophanimon, though as they see it clearing out the digital points, Salamon points out that Ophanimon's power was causing the digital points to become unstable, as they were not used to so much power being used to quell them. As Ophanimon clears them out, it gets more and more angry, not understanding why so many keep popping up, whilst losing a sense of itself in its aim to protect everyone. As Michi and Sarah try to find Ophanimon to stop its angry rampage, they come across Kataramon, unaware that Kataramon was currently acting against the other Deva. Having learned that Michi and Sarah wanted to stop Ophanimon, it attacks them to stop them, though eventually realizes it's not strong enough to defeat Anjawamon and Megadramon, so decides to instead stall them long enough until Alphanimon had finished the plan. Oh my god, this is convoluted as fuck. This is definitely a ReArise story. Alphanimon suddenly arrives in the digital point, however, with its rage now at maximum, having decided to defeat the spirals wasn't enough. Alphanimon decides that destroying the human world would solve all their problems. Bitch went psycho. As that, it was the source of the digital point supposedly came from, and mode changes to fallen mode. It proves too powerful for Anjouamon and Magnetramon to deal with, though they are aided by the sudden arrival of Mon and Savior Hackmon, who had managed to track them due to Kato's tracking device picking up Michi's signal, and the thing froze, didn't it? Poopy head. Alright. Back again. Frick yeah. Coming to save the motherfucking day here. Dang it! At least weeds everything out. Alright. Tracking device picking up Michi's signal. The three ultimate Digimon fight fallen mode, but still find themselves no match for it, and Katoramon reveals in the middle of the fight that Alphanimon had been suppressing the distortion using the power of the Digicore, but it was too much for it to handle, which is why it suddenly became fallen mode, as usually fighting a few enemies wouldn't be enough to become fallen. Realizing the error of its ways, Katsuyoshi teams up with the Tamers and is able to take back the Digicore after using the others as a distraction, which is enough to restore Alphanimon to her senses. The duo apologized for what had happened, realizing the other Devas were right all along, and that the plan was too dangerous to use. Chasing the Shadow, let's see. And an episode called Chasing the Shadow of the Angel joined the forces of Sarah. We're still going. Cherubimon, good. He's one of the three Archangels. At Christmas time... Oh, this is talking about the Alphanimon thing. Alphanimon forces the other Digimon to go along with the idea of the holiday. At least the holiday spirit. This concerns Cherubimon and Seraphimon, using them to travel to the human world via the digital point to ask the Tamers for help. When they try to talk Alphanimon out of it, Alphanimon's followers, Anjouamon, Peckmon, and Toyagamon, get in their way, and the angels have the Tamers fight them, not wanting to harm Alphanimon's followers because they are bitches. After defeating them, Alphanimon comes to their aid, though the fellow angels and the Tamers were able to convince it that there's more one way to show love. Thank you for blah 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 blah. It made snow, and everyone celebrated White Christmas. Okay, is that the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing for Seraphimon. Christmas time, Alphanimon like blah 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 blah. Merry Christmas, ho ho ho. Yeah, we got that. No, that was the last one there. That one just silly. I don't know if I want to talk about the Devas in this video. That might be too long. I didn't expect this to go on for as long as it did. But let me just see how long that is. How long? Because there's 12 of them, so yeah, it's probably gonna be a long read. I can at least give the short synopsis of the Devas, and that's it. I'll give you like the short synopsis for them, and then we'll cover them in more detail in the next episode. The Deva are a group of 12 ultimate level Holy Beast Digimon that are derived from the Buddhist myth of 12 heavenly generals, deities who protected... Oh, I'm gonna butcher this word. Byakushiraga? I have no idea. It is a big ol' word, and I have no idea what that symbol is under the S. The 12 heavenly generals were eventually conflated. Connected with the animals of the Chinese zodiacs. in Japanese Buddhism, and so in the Chinese zodiac in Japanese Buddhism, and so the Deva are also represented in those figures. The Deva are followers of the Digimon sovereigns, which I'll also talk about in that episode, and each sovereign has 3 Deva subordinates. The Deva share many similarities beyond their bases. Nearly all of the Deva have 3 horns and red eyes, and each wear Chinese-styled armor with a red or purple scarf. Each of the Devas wields a signature weapon, which is named in Chinese with the form of Bio-X or Bao-X. Again, weird symbols over letters that I've never been taught to pronounce. It just translate into treasure, where X is a generic type of weapon, although the 12 heavenly generals of the Buddhist mythology were each armed with a specific weapon. Some of these are switched around for the Deva Digimon. For example, the general damn symbols over letters and under letters at the same time. Sandalia and Lindra wield a shell and a lance respectively, while Sandriamon and Indramon wield a lance and a shell, respectively. Finally, each Deva's special move is named after one of the Naraka mentioned in the Vishnu Purana, which usually has some relation either to the Deva zodiac animal or weapon. Whew, that was a condensed mouthful. And it's only gonna get crazier for me from there. But with that, I think we did pretty ding dong good. So I will say this is a victory. And in that, god dang it, it froze. Either way, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you're having a good day or night depending on when you see this video, and as always, my wonderful lovelies, remember to stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Ask me anything in the comments, because I love just talking about Digimon lore. It's crazy, it's deep, and as I've mentioned in this video, sometimes freaking crazy and based on religious stuff. But it's really cool, and I love just talking about it in general. As much as I bash on the story in this game, the majority of it is actually really interesting. But yeah, come at me with any questions you have, and I'll be glad to answer them in the comments below. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!